Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Roto. Get out the insurance cards. Get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. It is time for playoffs. That's right, the wild card round of playoffs. And we're going to give you the DFS picks so that you could play. Even though there may not be seasonal football, there's still DFS, and you can still win money. Right, Willie Walls? We're going to win money this weekend.
Absolutely. Listen, we got some plays for you. We got some. Now, we're not going to have a fades because you still want to play the quarterbacks, but we got guys that you should like. And, Doc, I picked up an extra quarterback that I thought I looked at it. I said, you know what? I got to add him to the player pool. You know, and that quarterback, I did on DraftKings, I did one lineup of each quarterback because I agree with you. DeAndre Hopkins might go, the quarterback for Houston might go off. So I better have one share of them, even though I'm not gonna play him a lot. But
let's talk about that for a second. Strategically, Willie, is it insane to basically have 8 different lineups, one of each team? Basically, I'll stack the Ravens in one, I'll stack the Chargers in another, stack the Bears in another. Maybe is that a smart move?
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to do it because I'm not playing a whole bunch. I'm playing like probably 6 to 8 lineups, and I'm not going to go like that because if I want to win it, I want to win it, and I'm going to fade certain people. So the Chargers quarterback, I understand what people are saying. I'm not going to play him. He's out of the player pool. So it's really going to be down to 4 quarterbacks for me. It's going to be it's going to be the Houston quarterback, Luck. It's going to be Trubisky, and it's going to be Jackson. That's it for me. So that's it for my quarterback player, my quarterback pool.
All right. I agree with you about Rivers. I agree with you about Dak and Russell Wilson. What about Nick Foles? I mean, is there any chance if the Eagles were going to win this game, it's going to be through the air, or is that just wasting money?
Yeah, it could. I mean, I'm not going to say it's wasting money because, listen, this guy did it last year. You know what I mean? So anything can happen. But I'm going to bet that people will play him, and I'm just going to fade him. But I do like his pieces. I do like, like people like, Sproles and Jeffries. I like them. So, you're going to see them in a lot of lineups. So, but I'm just not going to play Foles. That's all.
All right. So let's talk about games. We don't really care about the outcome, right? It's Seattle, Dallas. We don't care who wins. We just care who's going to put up numbers, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the people we're looking at that game that we're really targeting is we're targeting, Zeke. He gets anybody that gets 25.4 touches a game, you have to have an interest in him. He's going to be in most of my lineups. I have one lineup where I faded him, but he's going to be in most of the lineups. And Seattle's giving up 152 yards total to the running backs, running and passing. So, they give it up to the running backs. And then, Zeke gets catches out of the backfield. And then, when you look at it, if you're going to fade Zeke, I will play Cooper on the other end. Now, the 2 guys that I like for Seattle is I like Baldwin. I like Baldwin a lot. And who's the other?
Chris Carson.
I like Chris. But I'm not going to create Chris Carson a lot. But when I fade Zeke, I'm playing Carson. It's going to be like but I'm talking about the other receiver, Lockett.
Oh, Lockett. So let me ask you this. I've got to think 60% of people are going to stack the crap out of Houston and Indianapolis.
Absolutely.
It's the smart thing to do. It's, in this case, I would call it good chalk. Is there one other game that you would pivot to if you didn't want this one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have part of the Philadelphia-Chicago game. I think that could be a little sneaky little way, where you could get, because a lot of people just think the Chicago's defense, but I think Philly does things to Chicago that other people don't do. They throw the ball deep down the field. And, I think Trubisky is a sneaky option. And I think Trubisky can get 3 touchdowns in the game, So I think that's a little sneaky option to me, the Philly game. I like that game a lot. And I will use that game and use some of the Dallas game.
So let's say you use Trubisky. And I know we're going to get to the lineups very shortly. Do we stack Robinson and Gabriel and Cohen and Burton? Do we go with like 5 Bears?
No.
How do we approach it?
I don't know, because I don't know who he's going to throw it to. It's 2 people I really are talking out today. It's going to be Gabriel will be one, and it'll be the 2 backs, Cohen and Howard. That's the way I'm going to go about it. I'm not going to – I know Allen Robinson, he gets 25% of targets. It's not bad to go with him. And also I agree with you what you said about Burton. Burton as a tight end.
Where he used to play. He used to play in Philadelphia. Yeah, he wants to win this game.
Right. So those are the people, so but I would go Gabriel because what Philly does is they give up a lot of deep plays. So I think Gabriel's is definitely in play. you know, in that one.
All right, so let's talk some lineups here. You want to do DK or FanDuel?
Let's do DK first.
All right, let's do DK. How many lineups do you have? 3, 2?
Yeah, I got 4 lineups.
All right, let's do them.
Okay, so the first one I did the one with Deshaun Watson. Okay.
Okay.
I got Deshaun Watson. I got Kenneth Dixon. I got Darren Sproles. I got Amari Cooper. And this is the one where I faded Zeke in this one. You know, so what I did was I went with Cooper because, you know, if Zeke's not going to do it, Cooper's going to do it. So that's why I did that.
Okay.
You know, I got DeAndre Hopkins. I got Inman. So I'm going away from, you know, I'm going away from T.Y. I'm going with Inman, but I'm going with Ebron. So if I'm going away from T.Y., I'm going to strengthen it.
You got to go to Ebron, right? You have to do one or the other, right?
And then I got Chris Carson and I got Seattle's defense. So that's like if they are ahead, you know, and they.
All right, let me ask you a question here, and I don't know about the money.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I try to get Kiki Kuti in this lineup somehow?
Kiki QT. The reason I didn't get him because I got Hopkins. You know, I'm not going to play him and Hopkins.
I mean, he's only going to throw the ball to 2 people. He's going to throw the ball to Kuti and Hopkins.
No, I understand, but I just thought that Inman, I had to have something going on the other end, and I think Inman will get more. Because see, QT, I like him. If I'm going to use him, I'm just going to use one. But I'm going where I know Inman's going to be good, and Ebron. And since I don't have Ty in here, I got to get the 2 guys from.
Don't take this personally because you know I love you, but I think this is a very dangerous lineup. I think any lineup without Zeke.
Oh yeah, but
is peeing into the wind, and you know what happens when you pee in the wind, Willie?
Absolutely, but see, I'm going to go one lineup where I'm not going to have Zeke. Every other lineup I'm going to have, I got Zeke in there, but I got.
Let's hear the next one. Let's hear the next one.
Okay, so the next lineup I got Andrew Luck. Okay, I got Ezekiel Elliott. I got Naheem Hines. Okay, I got Doug Baldwin. I got Taylor Gabriel. I got DeAndre Hopkins. Again, I got Ebron, I got Darren Sproles, and I got the Chargers defense.
Now, I got to tell you something. I like this lineup a lot because what you did was you pivoted off of Hilton and still gave me Hines and Ebron. I've got Luck, I've got Zeke, I've got Hopkins. I like this lineup a lot. I think this lineup could be a winner in this lineup. That's a nice one. Okay,
so the next one is... It's going to be, I got Trubisky at the quarterback.
Okay.
I got Trubisky at quarterback. I got Ezekiel Elliott at running back. Okay. I got Darren Sproles at running back. They're going to be behind. Okay. I got Doug Baldwin at receiver. Going against Ezekiel Elliott. I got T.Y. Hilton at receiver. I got Alshon Jeffrey, with Sproles, they trying to come back. I got Ryan Griffin. I got Tariq Cohen. Okay, I got Tariq Cohen, going with them with Philly, and I got the Cowboys defense going with Ezekiel Elliott.
All right, here's my problem with this one. I think if you're going to go Trubisky, you might as well start stacking Bears. And I don't think you stack them enough here.
So what would you do differently in this lineup?
I definitely need Gabriel. Definitely need Gabriel somewhere. I'd want to be Trubisky, and I know I'm going to sound crazy. I'd want to be maybe Burton and Gabriel instead of Cohen and Baldwin. Or maybe I'd keep Cohen and get rid of Baldwin. I would keep Jeffrey for sure. Maybe I'd go down to the Colts defense.
And see, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I did this, and I'm gonna agree to disagree, because I'm going with Trubisky because before I have him in line where I don't know who. First of all, I don't know who he's going to throw it to.
But this is like a naked Trubisky.
Yeah, I understand, and I agree, and that's why I got him with Tariq Cohen. Because Tariq Cohen, Philadelphia gives up 6.9 yards per catch.
You're saying Jordan Howard stinks. Trubisky, whoever he throws it to, you get the points, and if he goes to Cohen, you get double the points.
Right, that's what I'm saying, and that's the only reason why I did that way. And I'm going with Ryan Griffin because nobody's going to have Griffin.
I still think I like your Luck lineup much better.
I understand. I got it. Okay.
All right, what's the fourth one?
Okay, the fourth one is this. All right, I'm going with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
I'm going with Gus Edwards.
Right.
I'm going with Lamar Miller. I'm going with Taylor Gabriel. I'm going with T.Y. Hilton. I'm going with Tyler Lockett. I'm going with Ebron. I'm going with Ezekiel Elliott, and I'm going with the Ravens defense.
Now, this one to me is a little contrarian, but good contrarian, because you're basically saying Lamar and Gus, I want every rushing yard I can get. And Miller is going to be very contrarian because he's looked like poo the last month.
But the last game against them, he had 12-point-something points and he caught 5 passes. And the reason being because remember what they do is they limit the wide receivers 44%, and they make you target the running back. So
no, but then you get Zeke, you get Ebron, you get Hilton. My only question in this lineup, I'm telling you, it's a problem for me. You don't have Hopkins, and that could be the death sentence for that lineup.
And see, that's what's I mean, most of my lineups, Doc, I'm telling you, I'm not going to have Hopkins because remember in the last game that they played a special kind of coverage. Now I know they're going to have something going with it. If Hopkins get 6 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown, he's not going to kill me. You follow what I'm saying?
Well, and look, and I think he gets, I'm going to say 6 for 100 and a touchdown. So I'll say 22 points, put it in.
Yeah, but that's not going to kill me, in this slate because, if T.Y. Hilton, who's less than Hopkins, can get me something there, then I got Ebron, and I got LA. So that's why I'm not going to worry about it. Because see, and if he goes like he had last time, if he gets 5 catches for 70 yards and no touchdowns, then I'm really going to be in it. And see, most people are going to own him. And that's why.
Well, no, look, it's like, look, you make a stand. You're either with him or you're out him. You either fade him or you don't. And I think you stick with it one way or the other. Look, 80% of people are going to own Hopkins. So Absolutely. You're one of the 20% that doesn't.
No, and I got him in 2 lineups, and those lineups you see him in there for DraftKings, that will be it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you have to take a stand one way or the other, right?
We're taking a stand and just saying that I think the game might even go under. And most playoff games, 65% of the playoff games, especially the first wild card round, go under for the points. And I think the Colts defense has been that they've only allowed 15 points a game the last 7 games. And I just think they're going to put a lot. And who gets hit quarterback-wise more is the Houston quarterback.
I'm surprised you didn't put the Colts defense on any one of your teams.
Right. And I'm going to get them. But what I was trying to do was on some of these, I'm trying to stack it with the defense. You know what I mean? Like if I played Elliott, I'm going with the Cowboys. Even they
right. No, yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
All right, got some on FanDuel?
Yeah. Let's go to FanDuel right now. And now you're going to get the Colts because it's a big difference in price.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
In these defenses. So here we go. Now, this is the first one. No, I didn't. Okay.
How many in this one?
I stacked this game. This is where I stacked the game, but I got Hopkins and everybody in it. Okay. I got Luck at quarterback. I got Hines at running back. I got Elliott at running back. I got Baldwin at receiver. I got Jeffrey as a receiver. I got Hopkins as a receiver. I got Ebron, and I got Griffin in the flex position, and I got the Eagles defense.
Why not the Colts?
Oh, well, because I played Hopkins, because I went all in on Hopkins in Griffin. That's why I went away from that defense.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. I think the Hines play is very sneaky. If you told me your receivers were Hines and Sproles, I wouldn't hate that on DK.
No, absolutely. And then so this is the lineup. This is another lineup I have right here. This is the one with Jackson. Okay. I got Jackson and Dixon. Because I like both, but I know Dixon he's a very talented back. I got Elliott, I got T.Y. Hilton, I got Lockett, I got Gabriel, I got Griffin, I got Jeffrey in the flex, and I got the Ravens defense.
Now let's talk about Lockett for a second. I don't like taking receivers against Dallas. I'm not saying I don't like Lockett. He can make one play. I mean, he can go 1 for 65 and a touchdown. Absolutely. I just think that the Dallas cornerbacks are really good.
And the only reason why I'm doing this, Doc, is I'm going to have Baldwin in most of the lineups that I have it like that. But I have to put Lockett in because Lockett, remember, he's very efficient and he can get deep. And if he gets deep for a long one,
yeah, it's 12 points.
Yeah, Yeah, that could be. So that's the reason. But I agree with you. I'm not going to go with him a lot. I'm not. But I'm going to have like 80% Baldwin, but I got to get a little Lockett in there just to switch it up. And I might even do a Moore. You know, if I stack the game.
Well, Moore's interesting because Moore is going to get covered by some dude I don't even know. So
right.
he may have a shot.
Right. So it's just, I mean, it's just trying to find just to be contrarian, you know, because sometimes you got to get these little nuggets that nobody's looking at, you know.
I got one more for me.
Yeah, I got two more. So this is the one I'm gonna give you a luck and a Trubisky. Okay, this is the one. This is the one where I don't have Zeke. You know, so there's no Zeke in this lineup, and it's only gonna be one lineup with no Zeke. But that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, it's gonna be Trubisky at the quarterback. It's gonna be Carson. It's gonna be Carson at the running back. Okay, I got Miller at running back. I got Gabriel at receiver. I got Cooper as a receiver. I got Hilton as a receiver. I got Ebron at the tight end. And I got Jeffrey in the flex. And I got the Ravens defense.
I mean, look, this is the ultimate gamble lineup. I'm benching Zeke. I'm getting Ebron and Jeffrey and Cooper and T.Y. I'm getting all the players I want. It's a smart gamble.
You know, like I said, listen, Zeke's going to be in most, but we know he's going to be 80% owned.
Right.
So if he get hurt, sprain an ankle, you know what I mean? And if Carson, it couldn't happen with Carson because they run the ball.
Can I tell you something? I want you to, I can't remember who it was, but it was a big-time player, big-time DFS guy. I can't remember. I think it was playoffs last year. He played a backup running back. And that won this guy the whole thing. What if I played, I know this sounds insane. What if I played Rod Smith? If Zeke gets hurt, I've got Rod Smith. I might win the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it was the back for Jacksonville. That back that catches the ball at the backfield.
TJ Yeldon?
No, it wasn't Yeldon at that time. It was somebody else. That was
Corey Grant?
Yes, Corey Grant had a big game. You remember that?
So somebody played that. I'm like, in a million years, I would never play Corey Grant.
Right. And that's what happened. You know, Corey Grant played and he had a big game. And I also remember, but so did the starting running back, but Corey Grant caught a lot of, and that could be Hines in this game. That's what I like Hines a lot. That could be Hines in this one because look, Houston doesn't give up run. You know, they give up 64 yards a game, you know, and the two games that, what's the name? Mac rushed for 64 yards.
Right.
You know what I mean? They had one touchdown. So, you know, that's why, you know, Mac is a fade for me. You know, I'm not going to have that. I'm going with the pass receivers. So this is the last lineup right here. This is the one with Andrew Luck. I got Luck at the quarterback. I got Elliott at the running back. I got Howard at the running back. I got Baldwin at receiver. I got Hilton at receiver. I got Jeffrey at wide receiver. I got Griffin in the tight end position. I got Sproles in the flex, and I got the Colts defense.
That might be my favorite of your lineups because I love, especially on FanDuel, Jordan Howard could score, Jeffrey could score. Colts defense, I think, are super sneaky. I think I like this one is the most chalky, but I like it.
Right. You know, so, I mean, listen, we know that on this slate that everybody need to know is anybody can go off at any time. You know, you're taking a shot. You know, we want to be smart. We want to play Zeke in most of our lineups. And see, for me, I know you're not going to do it. You're playing Hopkins. I'm not playing Hopkins in a lot of lineups. I'm going to go.
So when he goes 15 for 222 yards and 3 touchdowns, you'll call me.
No, I turn it off, but I got 2 lineups with him. You know what I mean? So,
just in case, right?
Right, but if he does that, night, Willie.
I'm going out to dinner with the girlfriend right now.
Right. You know, so, but that's what you do. That's the gamble you take. Now, on the 1-game slate, hell yeah, I'm playing on the 1-game slate. You know, like the Saturday.
Right.
But then again, you know what? I'm gonna play him at 50%. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be 50%.
I know you're not a golf guy, but it's like Dustin Johnson. You either play him or you fade him. That's how you have to work it.
Right. So I mean, so that's the thing we're gonna do. We're just giving people something that they can look at. But I just think that I mean, we like T.Y., but we know T.Y.'s hurt too. You know what I mean? So we play him. Sometimes we fade him. You know, nobody's 100% on the slate. Nobody.
Only you are, Willie.
Huh?
Only you are.
Yeah, nobody's 100%. You know, so I think that's about it. I think we gave people, some things that they can look for in this slate. It's a little playoff edition, so hopefully they can get something out of it, and hopefully we win some money. That's what the job is.
That is the name of the game. All right, guys, this was our DFS picks of the week. Also, check out playffwc.com. There's 3 great games for you. 1 is the Beat Dr. Roto and Adam Ronis contest. It's absolutely free to play. 2, it's the Maui Madness. $25 can win you a week in Maui and an airfare for 4 at a 5-star resort. And of course, still not too late to do the playoff draft world championship. One team is going to win $20,000. Maybe it'll be you. But right now it's time to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Willie and I wish you much luck this week. This is Dr. Roto saying be well. Take care.